Could what we were taught as a child about money, relationships, or work be holding us back in life as an adult? Well, Anne Sanfelippo is a highly sought-after speaker who has spoken on over 500 stages and taught her wealth-building strategies to over 500,000 people. She's also a former Mrs. America contestant and creator of the Wealth Attraction Academy and a #1 international best-selling author. Now, Anne is trained with and for industry leaders including Tony Robbins, Dean Graziosi, Brendon Burchard, and Robert Kiyosaki. And Anne is with us today to explain how to create wealth faster and with less frustration. So thank you for being here, Anne.
Thank you, Mike. Pleasure being here.
All right, so why don't you tell me a little bit about, first of all, just what makes you qualified to help people attract wealth?
Sure. Well, I would say my transformation occurred after my divorce. So I had the ability to move to a different part of the country and pick a different career after my divorce, and I chose to be a real estate investor. So I invested in a 2-year plan, and 2 years later I built a huge real estate portfolio, and I stood a self-made millionaire. So from there I started getting recognized by industry leaders, and they started asking me to speak on their stages about my success. And that opened up a door that I didn't know even existed. They started paying me to speak, and I refined my skills in that arena and became a leader in my industry now as a platform speaker. So along with my real estate, I also had another stream of income speaking, and these 2 streams of income allowed me to invest in different businesses along the way. So now I have multiple streams of income that I don't have to rely on a job.
Right. I mean, you really are living the dream, and that's why people just keep on coming to you over and over again. So that would make you really good at determining like why people aren't getting to where they want to be. So what's the common denominator in people who aren't achieving both wealth and happiness in their lives, and real wealth?
Well, the reason why I created the Wealth Attraction Formula is I believe it's the missing link. We live in an abundant world, and so many people are struggling with finances. And the item that I find that people all have as a common denominator is their stinking thinking. You know, Zig Ziglar says you have to overcome your stinking thinking. We've all been taught certain things that we believe to be true, but yet they may not be the universal truth. And these belief systems we have might not be supporting us in creating wealth.
All right, so I know you've got, some people call you Anne with the plan, which is you're like a life strategist. So what kinds of things do you actually have your clients and customers focus on in your coaching programs?
It's actually life balance. So I went ahead and I created this incredible income for myself, making over $1 million a year. But at that point in my life, I had a toxic relationship and I was overweight. So I had to step back and reassess what is true wealth. So it's not only just financial independence, but it's having life balance, quality relationships, and health. So that's what I actually take people through, is I look at them as an individual, and we make a plan so that they can live their life to the optimal conditions.
Right. Well, what good is a bank account with $10 million in it if you don't have your health, right?
Absolutely, and you know that.
Yeah, absolutely. That's so true. So, you know, these days there's so much stuff on the internet, so many opportunities, and there's all kinds of ways to make money. So what's the key to set up different streams of income from your point of view?
So again, with my private clients, what I do is we first of all get them financially independent, no matter whether they're a busy professional or they're a small business owner or entrepreneur. Once we have their profit, then we take their profit and we diversify it. So I want them actually in 4 different asset classes, being business, real estate, stocks, and commodities. And when they have that, they have a well-rounded portfolio. So that's our end result.
Okay, so now let's just look at the volume, because you've spoken on over 500 stages, you've helped over 500,000 people, and what would you say to, say, someone who might be like a newly divorced woman or maybe a man who was laid off from his job to recreate or reinvent themselves in their livelihood?
Yeah, I'd like to get them ahead of them being in that situation. I always tell people, always have a backup plan. You know, don't find yourself in that position. But if they are in that position currently, they might not like what I have to say, but you have to reinvest in yourself. You are your greatest asset. And, you know, for me, after my divorce, I had to put myself further in debt by paying for a 2-year program so that I'd have a mentor show me how to create my wealth. But because of that investment, I don't have to worry about money anymore.
Right.
And that's a very peaceful place to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you really are. You're a model of success. You're beautiful,
Thank you.
and you're in great shape. So now I know you have your book that you're going to share with everyone who's watching this for free. Why don't you tell us a little bit about that?
Sure. My book, I wanted people to have quick action steps. So the book is, it's simple. It's a simple read, but it gets them to start thinking differently. It lets them know how I think, and it just starts shifting their mindset and gives them some quick actionable steps. So it's my pleasure to give them this, and I would love to have them stay connected with me and help them create wealth.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
And I know you've already set up a link, which is at www.wealthattractionacademy.com/book.
Yep.
So you can go and get Ann's book for free right now. Just head to www.wealthattractionacademy.com/book. And thank you so much. You've done such a great job. You're a great interview and a pleasure to be with.
Thank you, Mike.
All right.
Appreciate it.
All right, go get Ann's book right now.